Hello, beloved. Welcome. This will be your message from the divine. This will be your message from the divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those keen or interested, I offer personal readings. If you want to book me for a personal reading, you'll find my email listed in my description box below. Without further ado, let us tap into this energy. Let us tap into this reading. Let us tap into this message here. So I'm channeling the energy of urgency, okay? I'm channeling the energy of urgency. So somebody is trying to do something very quickly. Somebody is trying to do something hastily, okay? They're trying to do something as soon as possible, okay? As quickly as they can is what I audiently just heard. Channeling, okay? Whoever this is somebody that doesn't care what it takes. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, okay? This person doesn't care what it takes at all. They're willing to do whatever, be whatever, say whatever, act however, in order for them to be who they want to be or get to where they want to go. Yeah, this person feels they have nothing to lose. We have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. They feel like they have nothing to lose. Either way, however way, whichever way, they will do whatever it takes, and they always program, condition, and actually put themselves in that perspective or point of view that, you know what, no matter what, I'm still gonna do it. This person, every day, they would get more of panic, more of frenzy, more of the energy of distortion, paranoia, anxiety, nervousness, anxiousness, okay, Nine of Swords energy. Only because they're not getting what they want. So each day that passes, they get more greedier, they get more scarier, they get more crazier in this energy. We have the High Priestess here. This person is somebody that is engaging in things that have to do with life-altering decisions and choices, okay? Whoever this is, whatever they're doing is something that can change somebody's life. It's something that can change a lot of things in someone, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically as well. Whoever this person is even telling people that they're gonna get this done, or they've spoken this to others before, that they want what they want and it's gonna happen for them. So whoever this is has always been walking that path, that journey, where they've told themselves that they're gonna do something. And it's not a conditioning to them. It's not a programming to them. To them, it's an end goal or an ultimatum or some form of a contract, a soul tie. This is a person that is very strict about what they want in this life. And the strictness stems from pure desire. Okay, the strictness stems from pure desire. Whoever this is insatiable. So anything and anyone and everything and anything, they just want it. They want everything. This person is trying to reach a point in their life where they've experienced all things that anyone can experience in life, in reality, in world, right? This person is trying to be of every dimension. They're trying to exist in every paradigm, experience every form of pleasure. Because wanting, pure desire, pleasure, that's the energy. We have the 9 of voices in the reverse here, the 9 of swords in the reverse. So this person, they find rest and contentment and ease when they can see they want getting closer. So when they can see what they want approaching, that's when they lose this 9 of swords energy of concern, worry, anxiety, paranoia, anxiousness, nervousness. That's when all of that releases itself in their body, in their mind and heart, when they can see progress in what they want. But the only problem and issue is that whoever this is, they want your life, okay? And the way in which they want your life varies for all, but this is a doppelganger energy, this is a copycat energy, this is a clone energy, this is a duplicate energy, this is a mimic energy, okay, this is a false person energy, a masked energy. This person is concerned only about living life through your energy, through your mind and heart. We have the 10 of voices in the reverse, the 10 of swords in the reverse. And ultimately, they absolutely don't care what it takes. They don't care what it takes. They don't care what it requires. They don't care about the significant placements of logic, reasoning. This person is more so obsessed. They don't care what seeds they need to plant. Okay, with this 3 of Wands energy, they don't care what they need to say, how they need to act, where they need to go, who needs to get involved. All things to them are merely just collateral damage. It's like, oh, if I need to do this, say this, act like this to get to what I want, then I'm gonna do it. No matter how dirty, filthy, nasty I have to be, I'll be that. We have the Page of Cups in the reverse. That's their energy. This person, this is an individual that has walked this path for quite some time, a while now, a long time. I'm actually prophetically seeing the vision of the words long time. So patience and planning, again with this 9 of swords. As I said, patience and planning, the 9 of swords energy comes up. So they only find release of this 9 of swords energy when they see progress. The progress that they see, it comes and it goes. But ultimately, there is none. Because as soon as this person surrendered to this cause of wanting your life, they abandoned themselves right then and there. They completely detached from their identity and disconnected from their identity. They became faceless. They lost their identity because they were striving to have another person's. This person was wanting your identity. They were striving to have your identity. And they're still trying, is what I clairaudiently just heard. Oui, merci. We have the 7 of Swords in the reverse. This person is also trying to figure out the do's and the don'ts, the pros and the cons of what ways they can actively conquer you without you having anything at your disposal to get yourself out of whatever they're trying to do. This person is trying to make sure that nothing gets you out of this. So you stay there. You remain there and you don't see a way out. The Queen of Wands in the reverse, that energy revealed itself again. This person is definitely merciless, ruthless, relentless, persuasive, perseverant, okay? And not pessimistic at all. They're an optimist about what they want. They're an optimist about what they need. They're an optimist about all things that have to do with them. And then everything about everyone else, they just put to the side. They will even be the type of person to pretend to care. Act kind, wave, smile, but it's not real. It's a gimmick. It's a face that they wear, a mask, a clone, a duplicate, a mimic, a copycat, a doppelganger energy. This is the energy. This is the energy. We have the Two of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. I said the Two of Swords. This person feels like they've reached a dead halt or an extreme pause or a vigorous stagnancy. They feel there's something they can't do. So because they can't do this one thing, they can see everything else falling apart. We have the Nine of Wands. There's embarrassment, humiliation, and shame. I'm seeing the words prophetically, ritual humiliation, ritualistic we have the Four of Swords in the reverse. This person is not finding it easy to not be what they want to be. And that simply means that they live a very hard knock life because it's all so bad merely because they don't want to be who they are. They want to be another person. They're literally bound, trapped, and stuck in that imagination of really wanting to live your life. I'm seeing prophetically the words identity theft. I'm seeing prophetically the vision of an ID, identity number card, security card. Whoever this is very, very strict about this. It's not just the strictness of merely a desire, but it's a lifelong conquest. Yeah, Nine of Cups. They feel and think that once they get this, it'll fulfill them for the rest of their eternity. However way this person looks at your world, life, and reality, your identity, your face, skin, nails, eyes, nose, mouth, hair, follicles, it's DNA anatomy based. Like, this person is clinically insane, clinically obsessed, deadly obsessions, deadly games. Trapping. I'm seeing that prophetic vision of that word. We have the Moon in the reverse. This person can no longer pretend to not be going insane because it's this simple for them. I want to be this and I don't want to be that. So living in that and I want to be this is hell. So they feel like they're in hell because they don't have their wish fulfillment. We have the Ten of Cups in the reverse. And their wish fulfillment is your energy, your life world, in reality, your face, your identity, your skin. Whoever the skin walker is, they merely are convinced that they can even outlive you in your body. Clinically insane. We have the Page of Swords. This person is stalking you at this time with eyes of, I'm willing to sacrifice everything and everyone. So eyes of Judas, eyes of greed, eyes of hunger, eyes of Cain, eyes of Pharaoh, okay? The deceivers in the Bible. So this person is looking at you with eyes of your enemy, the worst kind, because they see in you what they don't have, and they're not inspired or motivated. They merely threaten and want to remove you from your seat. No feelings involved, but they want that throne, that kingdom, that breath, okay? That atmosphere you create by being yourself. Like somebody is convinced that all of this is possible somehow. And however way they're going about the plans and the strategies and the schemes and the plots, it's merely a game of chess to them. They don't care about anything. They're that insane. Like this person, if they could body jump, they wouldn't even reflect on it. That's how clinically insane they are. Like they wouldn't look at it ever again. They just look at it as a win is a win. We have David and Goliath energy. A win is a win, a win is a win. So if I have to infiltrate every fabrication of your human anatomy and DNA and mind, heart, spirit, and body using people, places, things, says this person in the energy, then they're willing to do all that it takes. This person has only just begun on their conquest of body jump energy. They've only just begun. Because to them, it's merely all just playing your cards right, moving your chess pieces right. Every breath someone takes here, they wonder what you breathe like when you eat, when you shower, when you sleep. They want your life to that degree, that extent, that capacity. They can't continue on without being you. It's an active energy, like it's very online, it's very within, it's very here, present, now, real time. This is somebody who can't figure out why they need to abide by obligations such as doing this is not right because of this, that, and the other. So you see what breed, what type, what archetype of person you're dealing with. They're not concerned about obligations that this should be this and that. Whether this is that because this is that. No, they just want what they want and they want to live it in peace, and that's all. Disregarding your peace, that it's your life, it's your face, it's your reality, it's your nails, your everything, your toes, since it's that deep. We have the Five of Swords in the reverse. So with this Five of Swords in the reverse, this person is hoping to checkmate you by doing something that even you can't get out of. So they're willing to be as dirty, as filthy, as nasty, as grimy, as sick as they need to be. They're hoping that this one thing gets them everything that they want out of this. We have the Empress energy. So you are definitely someone that has everything to this person. To them, you are everything, you have everything. So even if you lose it, you've already lived it. So they view you as greedy and selfish for not wanting to share what's yours, or who you are, what you do, everything that comes with you, the breath in your lungs. This person resents you, hates you so badly because they can't stand the fact that you're still in that body living that life, because they can see that it tastes good to be in your body. It tastes good to breathe in your body, to shower, to eat, to stand, to walk. It's just heaven on earth. While they're in hell, a hell they created, because why? They literally left their body as soon as they wanted to be someone else outside of who they are. They can't even look in the mirror. That's why they can't even reflect. It's clinical. It's a sacrifice they deliberately made on purpose to just leave themselves behind. We have Judgment to the Five of Wands. This person is also spiritually aware that something is coming because of how intense their atmosphere at this time is. So wherever they are, everything just feels so dark and heavy, and they know that something is here. They can actively sense that they're going to need to stop what they're doing for life, or they'll lose their life, however way. This person is well aware of this. We have the Nine of Swords again. And as they're aware of this energy, more anxiousness, more paranoia, more anxiety, more trauma of insomnia, like nervousness of the fact that they're losing their mind. Like, they have to acknowledge that at some point when they see that they've been chasing someone else to be who they already are. You're already who you are. That's mind loss energy. We have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Like, how can you come back to your body when you don't have an identity? How can you return to yourself when you don't have an identity? So as they've been gone for so long from themselves, there's nothing to bring them back, because they're abandoned. It's like an abandoned warehouse. Let's look at that as an analogy, reference point, case study, and example. If you pass by any abandoned building, not just the warehouse, you won't even want to go in there or look at it for too long. It gives you the ibby-jibby creepies, and you want to look away because of the ibby-jibby creepies. We have the Devil in the reverse energy, just a very unheard of type of evil that lingers in this person's life. That's what they're sensing. That's what they spiritually feel in the atmosphere. A defeat that they're going to have to experience. And they want to say, oh, it was worth it to even go up against this person and do this and say this and act like this and go here or whatever. But they won't be able to for much longer because of the exorcism that the universe is going to give them. Someone's going to fully cleanse all of these sins, or fully cleanse all of this energy of being your enemy, and they're going to bow down and seek your help all their eternity. No matter what lifetime, they will always seek your help. We have the Knights of Pentacles in the reverse. No matter how many times they return here, they incarnate their ancestors, their bloodline, their ancestry lineage, their family tree, phylogenetic tree, their DNA, their anatomy, their bloodline. Someone will always be that person that chases after your life and then ends up losing theirs and then wanting you to save them in the end. And it's going to keep happening. They're going to just keep spiraling. We have the Three of Inspiration in the reverse, the Three of Wands in the reverse. They're going to keep spiraling until there's no more spiraling left to do, because they're gone. Jiu-jitsu, voodoo, that's what I clairaudiently just heard. Witchcraft, black magic, energy, just self-abandonment, self-issues, self-harm, suicide energy, death note, death threat energy. Somebody wants to leave you breathless, if you know what I mean, unalived, killed. We have the Eight of Cups. They want to make you a thing of the past. Some things to just remember, because this person, how they feel and think about it is that once someone passes away, at some point people need to stop talking about them, or there won't be anything of them either way. So even if people don't stop talking, that person won't exist. So this person feels and thinks that if they don't get what they want, then you can't live, because they can't take the fact that your breath is not in their lungs. Your life is not theirs, your reality, your world. They're in dreamland, la la land is what I clairaudiently just heard. Just absolutely gone in their mind and heart and spirit and body. We have the Knights of Wands. There is nothing that this person, it's like they have 1,000 ways every day, 1,000 bright ideas every day, 1,000 something every day to go on, merely because they really want your identity. Like they're gonna find something, think of something, feel something. They will always do something. This person, they get this strength to do this from the fact that you exist. Like the fact that you exist, to them it's strength, eternal strength to just keep trying to be you, trying to find a way, be a certain way, do certain things in certain ways. To them it's just motivation, encouragement, inspiration. Your existence is merely that. Like, oh, you can't just be living that. That's so greedy and selfish. I'm not breathing that breath, and I know how it's like to live that life, and I deserve it too. They want you to feel scared and threatened by the fact that, fearful by the fact that they know what league of life you're living, or what taste of lifestyle you have, or what environments you go to, or rooms your name is mentioned, or anything like that. They feel just because they're your stalker, they deserve your life. Simply put, we have the Ace of Cups here. So with this Ace of Cups energy, this person has given themselves to this. There's nothing left of them. There's nothing to them. It's merely just doppelganger, copycat, clone, mimic energy, and insatiability, pure desire, darkness, wicked, cruel, evil, crooked, cruelty, pain, trauma, miserable, misery. Sure does love company. Themselves, everybody must be. And they're deeply unhappy now every second of the day because they're not in your body or living your life or have what you have or do what you do. Knowing how blissful and amazing and extravagant it all is making it more of a hell than it already is for this person. Knowing who you are and what you live and the vibration of it, the frequency, the wave, and just something outworldly, something galactic, cosmic, constellations, stars, sun and moon energy, just something very divine that you live or that you are, or both. Nonetheless, they want, because they see everything. It's like, oh, you already lived it, so even if something happens, you know, whatever, you already have everything, you already are everything. Like, this person is literally psychotic. They're looking at another person's life, wanting it for themselves, and trying to make themselves believe that it's okay to want someone else to pass away because they want to live that person's life. Like you want what you want that bad, that someone must pass away for you to get what you want. You consider no breath of life important outside of your want. You are truly insane as this person. We have the Three of Wands in the reverse. Over time, it's going to keep getting worse for this person. They're going to keep trying, even with the sensing and the atmosphere and the spiritual nudges that, hey, stop what you're doing. They're still going to do it. They're still going to do it. They don't care. Every door of hell and evil that they have to open, they will. They feel like there is something, there has to be. They can't just be the fact that you remain undefeated, untouchable, or just out of reach. There's just no way. There has to be this and that. That's their perception. They feel like you are just little Miss Perfect, little Mr. Perfect, little Miss Perfect, little Mr. Perfect, little Miss Perfect, little Mr. Perfect. Every good thing finds you, every good emotion, good thought. You speak, it happens, Queen of Swords. You see it happen, you speak it over yourself, it happens, and everybody else. Like you just ultimate power. So why do you need to experience it much longer than you already have? Someone's trying to blatantly just say, move out the way. They don't even consider feelings and thoughts at all. They feel you shouldn't have none because of the life you live. We have the Knight of Swords, just an inhumane person that clearly has never experienced pleasure, happiness, joy, prosperity, because clearly they have nothing within them. They're just void and empty. That's why they see life in you. They have none. We have the Title card, and that's just a path they walk and they journey forever. For them to want it this badly, that would simply mean that they really don't have. It's not that they wanted the most. They're this, they're that, they're this, they're that, because they wanted the most. No, it simply means they're the most insane. We have the Four of Swords in the reverse. With this Four of Swords in the reverse, watching somebody and actively seeing how you could be in their body and how you would act in their body, in their temple, their vessel, their kingdom, in their reality world and life, their identity and face, eyes, nose, everything, and nails, hair, follicles, skin, flesh, everything, and actively, literally imagining yourself doing it. That's what this person does all day, every day, to the point of psychosis, meaning they put themselves in a trance, a hypnosis. It's like a literal spell. And it just took them, and it hasn't stopped and never will. Like this person, they'll forever be obsessed. You'll forever be their biggest desire to live for, to be, to look at. Someone lives for you. Six of Pentacles, Six of Materials here. They want to live life through your love. They feel they can get the ultimate experience of this whole thing if they're in your body. Ten of Cups in the reverse. That's why they feel and think they're in hell, because they literally are watching their dream, which is you, their wish fulfillment, their desire. They feel like it's just you. We have the Four of Wands in the reverse here. They feel like also, if there is nothing to destroy you with or ruin you or take control of you, hurt you, harm you, poison you, however way, then they'll act psychotic in your world, life, and reality to get people to view you differently. So they'll humiliate, embarrass, shame themselves in front of those connected to you to put a stain over your energy, over your name, to weaken your rank of heavyweight in rooms, or to paint you a certain manner, to illusionize a certain perception, a point of view. It's like wanting people to question you. Wanting people to never look at you the same because of what they did in your name. And now all of a sudden, because they did what they did, they get what they want, which is destroying you, ruining you. This person, they've gone into an in-depth truth within themselves. Ace of Swords, Six of Cups energy. This in-depth truth within themselves is symbolic to the surrender of their own identity, where they acknowledge that they give you all the power of who they can ever be, because none of what they can become will ever amount to who you are. So they, in that moment, signed a soul contract, a soul tie, a soul cord, that every lifetime, every day, every second, they'll always be dead inside, because the life that they seek is not what they're living. But as time goes on with this energy surrounding them, nudging them to stop what they're doing, we have the Hermit in the reverse. It angers this person because they are seeing your protection. It's like someone is literally insane. It's like someone not wanting to accept what something is. It's like saying, oh, I don't care. I can just cross the road when I want. It's like there are no rules and regulations of road etiquette. Like, we all know what we need to do. We all know that that's what it is. Same as people. That's who they are. That's who she is. That's who he is. And that's that. And then imagine, just depict it in your own mind, in your own thoughts and emotions and heart. Somebody just wanting someone's life to that degree that they don't have one. Everything they do means nothing because you are probably living it in a way that it doesn't even exist in anyone's life. You feel in ways that no one can. You think in ways that no one can. And that's what they envy. That's what they envy. That's what brought out the enemy in them. They'd rather pass away, die, than be your friend, or your colleague, or your relative, or your lover, or your anything, your sister, brother, sibling, like aunt, uncle, whatever. This was your message from the divine. I'm grateful for your time and I thank you so much for joining me. To those keen or interested, I offer personal readings. If you want to book me for a personal reading, you'll find my email listed in my description box below. I'm grateful for your time once again. Thank you for joining me, beloved. Goodbye.